It's about time.
Welcome everyone to the terrible tournament of fun. My name is Jeremy Paul, aka Sleepy Juice, and this is game 2, the best of 3 in the losers bracket between our green Terran up here in the top left, our down one game Snake. We're going to use this fancy dancy scoreboard in the bottom left here for game heart. Now in the bottom right hand corner we have our red Terran player Chokeslam, who valiantly took out Snake in game 1 after Snake went for a very aggressive 8 Reaper push that just didn't pay off. Did no damage whatsoever except for maybe killing 2 Marines. Now we do see this map here that we're going in, the Belshire Vestige, has a basic natural, but then there's no ramp to the natural. We have a very flat opening there, but we do have several ramps going into that opening. We have one on the left, one on the right, and one on the top right going into our third. The third base then also has an exit going out the other way. Now, as we look at what we have going on here, we have both players in the loser bracket, one game down for Snake. That means if Snake loses this game, he's going to be out of the tournament. Now, Snake was the favorite from Dizzy Bang for winning this tournament, so we'll see how he goes. We'll see if he can come back. We've noticed in the last game that he started very aggressively when he plays and throws down another a refinery there to get gas. So it looks like he'll be going for another aggressive opening, not going for a command center first or a one barracks expand. But he does have very high APM. He was able to make SCVs at a fairly high rate to try to catch up when he was behind. So he's a very good player. So we'll see how he comes out here. He's going directly into Gasser with 3 SCVs. Meanwhile, we have Chokeslam going for a Marine here, and then probably straight into Orbital Command. No, he's actually, yeah, there he goes, right in the Orbital Command. We do have Orbital Command coming out also for Snake here, and we get a good scout off from Chokeslam. He's able to see that the gas is down. He does know there's going to be another aggressive play. Meanwhile, we have Snake's SCV coming out on the far right side of the map, so he's not going to be seen. He's going to go for a very roundabout scout, which is going to slow it down if he's in fact going for a scout. We'll see what he does here, because it's a very odd way to go. Now, it does look like the Marine's going to clear out Chokeslam's SCV here, so he's going to have his base clear. Not that it matters, because he's laying down his factory all the way on the far right side. So where normally the 4th base of Chokeslam would be, that's where he's laying down his factory. Chokeslam is going to be throwing down a command center here, so he's going to be going for a very economically focused build, where we see Snake is going to go for a very aggressive build. He has another refinery coming down. He's going to be going for something requiring a lot of gas, and it's not going to be Reapers this time. It's going to be either Widow Mine drops, or possibly Hellbat drops, or even something if he just drop a starport out there also, he could be going for Banshees. Something along those lines. Something very aggressive, very gas heavy. It's probably going to make this a very all-in-ish build at this point, so we'll see how he goes. Now, let's see what he's waiting for. He's stalling. He's buying time. Let's see what he goes with. We do have a Marine coming out. We'll see if he ends up cutting off to the right, but it looks like he's going to be going straight up to where the 3rd is for there. And still nothing out of his factory. There goes down a starport, and here comes down an armory. So it's possibly going to be Hellbats. Could be an armory. The good scan there from Chokeslam, but just misses the armory there, so he doesn't know it's coming. I guess it could be Thor's. Maybe. I don't know. It's been a... I honestly have not seen a Thor drop since probably beta, back when TLO was doing them for fun. So we'll see. We'll see what he goes with here. We do have on Chokeslam part, he is still going for that command center. He's already looks like he's just pumping out barracks now. He's getting an add-on. Tech Lab, he'll probably be doing Stim and Combat Shield the same as he did last game. It's a very similar build to his last game. And it does look like we have a Thor coming out, which is a very unusual choice. We will see how this goes. Now, Thors are funny. They do an enormous amount of damage, but they're so large that they're really easy to get trapped in the spots. So simple Marine pressure can actually beat a Thor if the engagement's correct. Now, we do see that Chokeslam's up trying to scout as much as he can. He has his command center finishing up. He's basically just producing pure Marine at this point. He does have both of his refineries, so soon he's going to be able to start getting those upgrades. But he's going to probably end up needing... Yeah, that's a weird engagement if he sits on top of his ramp there. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if he stops at one Thor and actually uses just that one Thor to just apply pressure, or if he's going to go for multiple Thors. And it does look like this single Marine is going to pop up here and actually see what's going on. He is going to start working down the starport there, but the Thor is coming in already, and it's going to get dropped directly into the main, and it's going to start taking out the SCVs that are working on the gas there. Now, a very good micro there from, you can see is up around 150 for his micro on the APM for Snake, and he was doing really good. He's actually stopped now, but keeping that medevac moving and around allows it to not have to go through its acceleration phase when you pick up again. So that's a kind of important thing. You want to keep that medevac constantly moving up over the Thor or whatever you're picking up if you can. And then when you drop, you want to... Thor's kind of a little different. You only have one thing, but especially if you have Marines, we have a bunch of SCVs just waiting here. Does look like another Thor is going to pop out here in this one poor Marine to see how long it takes. So basically it's one shot. It's two actual shots, but it's just one attack. So each Thor is going to one-shot Marines, and we have a bunch of SCVs coming out and across the map here, and the SCVs are going to be for meat shield and also to keep the Thors alive. So hopefully he's setting those auto repairs so that they'll constantly be healing the Thors. We do have a bunch of Marines coming into. Now, with this quick expand, there's just not much army here for Chokeslam, and I don't think he has enough here to hold this. We'll see how much time he saves with the having the command center here. All the SCVs get pulled and dragged back into the main base, and all the Marines are going to fall back also. He wants to get a really good engagement here. He needs this engagement. He needs to get that supply depot up, and there it goes up, and he drops it again, and we'll see if that matters. Okay, it goes back up again, and now there we go. We have all the Marines and SCVs funneling in. The SCVs are not able to do any damage at all, but it does look like they're healing the Thors. We do have fairly slow APM at this point. There's not really a whole lot to do as far as microing this, it looks like. But it does look like these Thors are going to just finally plow through. All the Marines are dead. We have a couple Marines. Oh, no, the Marauder goes down there also. So we have the one medevac, 3 Thors coming in, and about 5 Marines all coming in at this point. And it looks like they're going to just take out the base here. There's not a whole lot that Chokeslam can do. He's trying to get out some Marines here, and it looks like he'll get out a Marine before all the barracks go down. And it's just, unfortunately, I think this is the end of the game. He's not going to be able to muster any forces here. All his production buildings are going down. If he were to lift them up, the Thors would blast them with their anti-air attack. So it's not really a whole point at this point of the game. He's pretty much dead. He's pulling all the SCVs here. He's going to try to get us around on these Thors, but the Marines and the Thors are going to be able to knock out these SCVs pretty fast. As you can see, they're going to blast it away quickly. And there's the GG. And game 2 is finished here, and that's going to even up the series at 1-1. That means we're going to go into a game 3. The loser of that game 3 is going to be out of the tournament, and the winner is going to be going forward to try to meet Grit in the grand finals. So let's come back to game 3 in a minute, and we'll take a look at that.